What's up, everybody? I'm George Mossey. I'm here with Marshana, Dahlia, Spavento. Last night we got Happily Ever After 90 Day Fiancé, Season 6, Episode 7. Filled with drama. We don't have any time to talk about anything but the drama, so let's just jump right in. So Brandon and Julia were on the show last night. Julia got her work and travel card. It's not a green card. It's like some sort of temporary card that gives her the opportunity to work for money, not just for the farm. And she's able to travel, which she's always said that she wanted to go back and see her family. So this is amazing news. Betty and Ron seem excited, but at the same time, I wonder how they feel about her leaving the farm and working on her own.
I've actually never seen Ron that excited about anything. I've never seen that much
Right.
emotion from Ron. So Ron, I mean, I almost want to congratulate Ron because I don't even know if Julia was that happy. Um, Anyway, I mean, maybe he's that excited because he can add her to the books as an employee at the farm and start paying her, but I highly doubt that's it. So I'm really happy that she got her work and travel card. I actually didn't know there was this other option other than a green card. So yeah, we're all learning together on this 90 Day Fiance show. So I'm really happy for them, and we'll see what it looks like going forward. But she needs to go out and make some money in her own bank account. Because
I
I'm scared, like if she goes out and makes money, they're gonna take her money for bills. Anyway, I digress.
I hope not. So Ron's going to have a 70th birthday party, and they want them to combine it as another wedding. Brandon and Julia do not want to do it, but I can see in the preview that, again, Betty is not going to honor their wishes. So as we watch, we're going to see exactly how that unfolds. And I didn't know that Ron was that at age. Ron looks good for 70. Good for you,
Ron
Ron.
looks great, but also keep in mind that Ron was married before and has older children. Like Brandon kind of came along at the tail end of, his marriage and dating life. So yeah, I think it's a little bit natural for him to be that old, but we don't know how old his older children are.
This is true. So let's talk about Kalani and Asuelo. So Asuelo was involved in a really bad car accident, and it gave Kalani an immediate change of heart because she, in the past wanted to be divorced from him and just be done. And then this situation caused emotions to stir, and now she feels like this is not what she wants. She wants to make it work. She wants to make it work for her kids. She really loves him. And I saw some tweets online where they were like, oh, well, Lo found out that he was responsible for him for life. So all of a sudden he's in a really bad car accident. Guys, let's not say that. That's not true. Lo would never do anything like that. But I do believe that this opened both of their eyes because even Asuelo planned a romantic getaway for the two of them, and he's really excited about it up until the fact he found out Kalani's mom had to come too.
Well, I mean, it's not an exciting romantic family getaway if you still have the children and you still have to take care of them, unless, of course, you leave the children behind. So if you're not going to leave the children behind and you're going to bring the children with you, then yeah, you kind of need to kind of bring your child care along with you, which would then be Kalani's mom. But you know what's interesting? I never really support couples getting together or getting back together or mending anything because of a tragedy. And that sounds really, really harsh, but that's going to wear off. That's going to last for like a good 6 months, 8 months, push it to a year, being really, really generous before you're still like, okay, I didn't want you to die, but I still can't live with you. So I think it will all be short lived. People who do these things, it doesn't last. So I still don't see it working out.
I agree. The problems didn't erase with the tragedy, so I agree with you 100%. So let's talk about Jovi and Yara real quick. We saw them a little bit last night. He was preparing to leave for Ghana, and there was a hurricane headed to New Orleans. And since Yara is brand new to the area, brand new to the country in general, but definitely brand new to hurricanes, he wanted her to go and stay with his mom, Gwen. And we all know that the relationship is extremely strained between Yara and Gwen because Gwen is a Southern mom, and she wants to basically tell Yara how to raise her child. And Yara is very into her culture, and she believes that it's her child, it's her decision. She doesn't even like Jovi responsible for the baby, and it's his baby. So I just feel like this is going to be a very bad extended stay for them. I just don't see how it's going to go well. The argument over the $500 hair dryer was kind of setting the stage for what we can expect.
Okay, shout out to Dyson for making the best hair dryer possible, charging $500 for it and making women feel so emotional if they don't have their Dyson hair dryer. Shout out to you guys. It is a good hair dryer though. I mean, okay, it's a good hair dryer. But in any case, what I will say is that all I can solve this problem. I can solve it easily. Leave Yara at home alone with that baby for 1 week. Let Jovi go work. And in about 6 or 7 days, she's going to be washing Jovi's mother's feet, saying, "Thank you for offering your help. I will be right there." That's all it takes. That's all it takes. She doesn't really know life with a newborn, with an infant on her own. All she has to do is see that, and she's going to understand why this woman needs help. People don't understand the blessing that it is to have a meddling mother-in-law to tell you what to do, and have a meddling mother even to tell you what to do. We in our family, people who watch know that I'm a mom, and I don't have, either. I don't have a mother-in-law or my own mom. So sometimes I'm envious when I see people have these issues with their, mother-in-law or their mom, because I'm like, if only I had that option.
And then they're ungrateful about it too. I think that's what really gets to us, is they're ungrateful about it. Like, having that help, live-in help, people that are just a car drive away, you really have to really appreciate that. All right, so let's talk about Tiffany and Ronald, her husband that she babysits. So she gets her dad, Carlos, to co-sponsor. But she does come clean, which I thought was a bad idea. She does come clean about his past. Now, keep in mind that his past are accusations or arrests, but not convictions. So she does come clean with her dad, Carlos, about the accusations, and he still decides to go through with sponsoring Ronald. I think it's a bad idea, but she meets with an immigration attorney, and Ronald basically is taking it like it's a joke. He has no interest in doing this interview. He has no interest in taking any of it seriously. And she can even see that he has no interest in passing this interview, and yet she's still putting her dad on the hook. For, if this is the way he's behaving in South Africa, imagine the way he would behave here.
Oh, she's actually not putting her father on the hook. If Ronald kind of throws the interview, Dad's not on the hook, right? They don't get to the point where he's the co-sponsor and he comes here. If he bombs the interview, all roads end there, right? So I get what you mean, though. Like, she's kind of asked her dad to stick his neck out for Ronald in this kind of way, and whatever. Listen, Ronald doesn't want to come here. And I will go back to the point where, remember, when they got married in South Africa, she said, "I was moving there." That his record was always an issue. She moved to South Africa because she knew it was going to be an issue. So I don't understand. She's the one who changed her mind partway through without even consulting Ronald, after she got pregnant and moved back to the United States, and decided to drag him along and say, "You're going to do what I say because I don't want to live in South Africa." This is a woman who is very controlling. Sorry, Tiffany, if you watch this, okay? I recommend therapy. Because women who like to be in control of the relationship often get frustrated when they have to control all aspects of the relationship. And yes, you will have to babysit him. You picked your husband up from the rehab facility the day before your wedding. Like, this is going to be your life. This is life. And if you don't like it, get out of it. Turn this man loose and let him find somebody in South Africa. You can do these shenanigans in the United States. There is no need to be doing this transatlantic with somebody in another country, but this is the price of control, so pay it.
I agree. All right, that's it for part one, guys. We're going to come back with part two, and we're going to talk about the even more crazy drama that happened last night. Believe it or not, that wasn't even the tip of the iceberg of what happened last night. There was a Thanksgiving dinner, and there was a boat fight. So we're going to be back. I'm George Mossey. This is Marshana, Dahlia, Spavento. Make sure you live tweet with us on Twitter every Sunday night for the show. I'll put our Twitters and Instagrams at the bottom. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll be back for part two, and we'll see you all next week.